Hi.
It's just a little chat video.
Great.
Yeah.
About what?
Well, nothing. Just live questions, and then we can talk. And then, yeah, just talk about. Look, this is basically just like a look back video of everything we've done.
Okay.
And.
I guess.
Well, yeah, that's what we're. Okay, well, we can talk about why we're doing these 5 days of Logan. I guess the start. Why I brought it to you in the first place, I guess, to do it.
Okay.
I wanted to find a good way to wrap up the channel where I was satisfied with it as well, because I was holding on to it. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, I already told you that.
Yeah, you did.
I'm not there though, so yeah. And what was the year we started the channel?
2018,
18, 19?
19, something like that.
So that's like 7 years.
8 years ago. 2026 now.
Yeah. We went through a whole pandemic.
Yeah, we did.
It's just weird to think about. I don't think about it all the time.
Yep, went through a pandemic.
It's just weird that we didn't stop. Why didn't we just stop after the pandemic? Like the pandemic ended, and our first instinct was to film Logan Sits Down and the bench review.
I don't remember. You're destined off.
Yeah, I know.
I haven't watched any of our videos.
Someone doesn't watch our videos because
No,
someone doesn't
I
like
don't.
watching themselves much.
No, not really.
Um,
I'm better on camera than watching myself on camera.
yeah,
Makes sense.
he's some Mr. Critique. But yeah, like I'll just start with some of the questions. It starts pretty simple because this is you. This is like
Me.
There's been videos like there's park review, bench review, you revisit your childhood. Besides the Ghost Adventures, there are videos where it's like it's you, but this is the first, like the only video I guess where it's like not you. It's just you, I guess, you know.
Yeah, I guess.
So, the stupid first question is, who are you?
I'm Logan, formerly known as Logan Crawl on the channel, or Pablo Crawl. Yeah, I play both parts. Whoa!
You
I don't have a twin.
Whoa.
No, the funny thing about that is we made. In fact, I have twins. Right, I was twin brothers, and then while doing all the videos, my dad decided to have twin sisters.
He was like, you know what I want to have twins.
Twin daughters, I should say.
Yeah.
So, I have twin sisters now.
Yeah,
which
we
is very
predict the
funny.
future. Who knew?
Technically.
But yeah, that was weird. We'll get to it later, but that was also just a random decision we made also to just do that.
Yeah. I mean, we only had us two, so
Yeah.
you were the cameraman. So
And I was not going to be your brother. And
yeah.
well, I technically was, but that was a shoehorn thing.
Storyline wise, you were my adopted brother.
Yeah.
Just shoehorned in there. Like a lot of things.
Yeah.
That's the quality.
Yeah. So yeah, you're Logan Collins.
Oh,
Last
wow.
name reveal.
My last name reveal.
I'm-
Like there was a video before this a few
What?
days ago. My last name was revealed.
Oh right, yeah, right. Oh yeah, I forgot to use it a few days ago. We're filming all of these on the same day, so take that as you will. My name's Ashton Parsons. Double C. Yeah, I'm the one that basically forced him to do this in the beginning, and still am to this day. So you're welcome, guys. Yeah. That's just who are you is my first question. How are you? Like, how are you doing? Like, right now, today, or in life in general? How are you doing, man?
Fine.
Yeah.
I guess. Filmed a bunch of stuff. I haven't eaten today. It's like
I'm not forcing him against his will,
what time
guys.
is it? I don't think it's the exact time. I think get my phone in my pocket. It's 2:17.
Here, you know what? I think we'll be back because I am hungry as well. We'll be back. Have a good lunch.
It was fine.
We had noodles. Yeah, what we were at, I guess what we were talking about was, how are you?
Less hungry.
You're less hungry now?
Yeah.
That's good, that's good. Okay,
It's fine, I guess, in life.
yeah.
Going back to college, which is fun.
Well, yeah, okay. Going back to college in the sense of from break, not like you were in college and then left and then.
Yeah.
If that wasn't clear, apparently, in my brain, I guess.
Okay.
I knew that. I meant, maybe they didn't. I'm also in college with him. We're in film school. If you guys couldn't assume that that would have been the school we'd do based on what we made.
You would guess.
Hey, some people are like, you know what, let's just do that and then nothing else about it, so, which are weirdos. Yeah. I like that face. Reaction face.
Yeah.
Okay. So, well, the last video that we uploaded on the channel, I guess, was Park Review, which was our the last one where it was the last video ended up sort of being our last video. So I have a question here. What has like happened in general? This is a broad question what we could talk about. Like, what has happened since Park Review? And then the next other question after that is like, what has changed since then, like for us or in general for you and me?
When the hell was Park Review?
That was. You have your phone there, don't you?
Oh, my pen.
You stole a pen.
I don't steal pens. It's a lot.
That was like 2022 maybe. I think. Damn. Okay. So. In what month? July, right?
I didn't check one month.
It doesn't matter. So it'll be 3 years. This year it'll be 3 years since then.
It's been 2.5 so far.
Yeah. So yeah, like, I guess we've gone to film. We started film school.
Yeah, I started film school. I took a gap year.
Yeah.
To work and raise money.
For what? Because I mean, we're. Oh well, yeah, because we moved out.
Yeah.
We moved into an apartment.
And that lasted 3 months.
Yeah. They don't lie about.
For reference, I lived in the UK for around 3.5 months, so my time in the UK was longer than the fact that of us living in the apartments.
But to be fair, you didn't have to pay rent in the UK.
No. I just got an eye infection in both my eyes.
Yeah, you want to tell that story?
Oh, I was blind for a week because I got an eye infection. And we went to the doctor and they're like, yeah, you got an eye infection. I'm like, no shit, really? No. I haven't no one's gotten a bill yet from that, so I don't know if UK's got like super healthcare or something where like, no one has to pay. Even if you don't live there, you're not a citizen. Why? You're not a citizen there? Technically, I wasn't a citizen over there. I was
you were just visiting.
I was just visiting, and then I got sick, and then my flight got canceled, so I was stuck there. Basically, I was just stuck.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
If you were to take, this isn't a question, but like since it's another thing that's happened, I guess that could count. How many card games do you think you've gotten since 2023? Like, how many would you say? Like, not like for example, there's a game called like Spunkins. Logan loves that game.
It's my game.
Yep. Not include, like, for example, so like not like, oh, you bought a better, like, a not dirty pack or where you clean version since yours is a little dirty.
Past 2 years, I would say 2024 and 2025. I would say I've slowed down buying card games.
Yeah, definitely. You had definitely a good part there though. I think like 2024 or 3, where you just saw a game and you're like, I'll buy it just cause.
Yeah, it was card games for the collection. I've left that mentality behind. I'm more about I'm gonna buy a game if I'm going to play it.
Yeah. Instead of, oh, you're just getting it now so you can say you
Which
have
I
it.
wish I was doing that since the start because I would save so much money.
Yeah, because you have so many just games where you've just thrown them out, or not thrown them out, not thrown them out, but like you've just put them away to where at this point it's like,
yeah,
you're never gonna go.
The box gets damaged, I just put them in a Ziploc bag.
Yeah, the amount of bags you have in your
Mm-hmm.
a lot of games have come out, I guess. Balatro.
It's more of a you game.
Yeah, it's a me game. I'm not as anymore, but I was addicted. Minecraft has changed a bit.
That's
what's a game that you think that you say you would have? Phasmophobia, probably.
Yeah, that came out on PlayStation, and I've been playing that a lot. I've put in 170 hours in a year.
Yeah, wow, that's insane.
Yeah, it's a game me and my dad play.
Yeah, I guess for me, that would be Balatro, but I'm on mobile, so. What has changed? Like happened? I can't think of like 2024 or 5. It's like a blur in my head. 2025. College, I guess. Yeah. Worked on a film set for me. I don't know, but like, I'm trying to think like what for you.
Me?
Yeah. Besides like stuff that we've made here and there, we haven't really done much. Like, really. Okay. So this is more of a here. I'll ask this one first.
Okay.
You can pull up the channel if you want for this question.
Okay.
If you could like redo or remove. Okay, like either let's start with if you could redo any like video that we've done on the channel at all, or if you that we like on the channel specifically. Like if just what one would you like want to like redo? Not like either because like you think, oh, we could do it better now, or because you just didn't like how it turned out at all.
I know that's no corporation. It's a difficult word. Let's go stuff. It was, well, there's obviously like the Ghost Adventure series.
Yeah, like I guess for example, even in that, like I guess we can talk about that after, but like
Search for the Ouija board.
That video was.
We are sorry.
I always find that funny because I don't know why we felt the need to make that. That was a weird one. Yeah, there's a few. It's interesting because it's like non-Ghost Adventures specific. Like, okay, besides the Ghost Adventures, is there any you would say, like, without looking at the Ghost Adventures, I guess, would there be any do you think you would want to redo or remove from the channel? Like, yeah, I guess are there any that you think, oh, I wish we never made that?
Not really.
Yeah. It's weird. It's like, as bad as some of them are, it's like they're there.
Yeah.
They're just, they had to happen.
Like, the only one I would say would be Logan Paul Sits Down, which we've technically remade sequel or something.
Yeah. I guess this is one where it's like a long question, kind of. We'll just talk about it. The Ghost Adventures, we can talk about that. Since that was the main thing of this channel, and forever will be because it's gonna die.
It is dead.
Yeah. By the time this basically comes out, yeah. I guess the question is it's not a question, but it's just we'll talk about this. Our thoughts on the Ghost Adventure seasons and like our ideas for them, like for characters and storylines and like things we didn't end up doing that we might have wanted to at some points. I'll just put that over there.
It's been a few years, a long time since I even thought really about for our Ghost Adventures. So I'm going to try to remember some of the ideas I had.
I guess I'll go over. We can go over season 1.
I don't remember anything.
I'll talk
season one.
about it. It's very boring shit.
I remember how it ended. That's all I remember.
Which I guess to be fair, that we can talk about. Okay, so we threw in I think season 1, episode 2. We just threw in out of nowhere. I don't know why we even did it, but we just threw in the idea of, oh, what if I go missing? I think like when I got kidnapped. I don't know why we did that. Like we had no reasoning for doing that. Like I don't know what our story was gonna be.
For what?
When I got kidnapped in season 1.
Okay.
Like we just did that. I don't remember. Like we had no reasoning.
No, there was none.
And then then we just kind of had the idea of, like you said, for the ending. But before that, we had wanted to go and find like a tree house. That video was just basically like the whole season is basically just us hanging out.
Basically.
Until the last video, where I forget who you could probably come up with the idea of. Oh, we were like, the Ouija board. We should get a Ouija board for this series. Do we want to talk about how much that was?
$34 or something. I'm not really sure.
Not now for us, but back then.
Inflation is probably like $50.
Yeah, for us back then in grade 8, 7? I don't know. That was a bit amount of money because we were buying it. I think now looking back on it, it's a different thing because we know now that how much we used it.
Oh yeah.
But buying it without having any purpose
I
for
still have it.
Yeah, well, obviously you have to have
I
it.
still haven't. Thought about throwing it away, but
Yeah.
I haven't.
It's not buried, guys.
Yeah, because
It's not real.
we couldn't bury it anyways.
Oh no, that it wouldn't work. Yeah, and then I guess like we were saying earlier, the finale for season 1 kind of just. I remember the conversation of us having after we filmed the finale for season 1, where we were walking back after. It was right after. I think it ends with you tripping in the snow, and I remember the conversation we had where it was like, where we came up with the idea of your twin brother Pablo. It's weird because it's like right after that finale happened, we basically came up with the idea right away.
Yeah.
And then COVID happened immediately. So we had all of COVID lockdown for just to be like, what do we kind of want to do for this? And I don't think we came up with much at all, honestly, during COVID, because we were just like, what do we do? Then it started with us wanting to do you reading some videos, but then they were way too hard to send to me.
Yeah.
For editing.
I guess we did nothing during COVID.
Yeah, and we just did this apology for us not posting anything video, and then we returned with you sitting down and going for a walk, I believe.
Something like that,
Yeah.
I think it was sitting down in bench review or something.
Yeah. Well, it was those 3 in the same area. And then we moved in, I guess, to season 2, where at the end of season 1, Tyler Jr. came out.
Yeah.
He's gay.
So
Came out of the Ouija board. It's just weird. I look back on it now, I'm like, I wish. I don't know. You can barely hear anything in that video.
barely hear it.
Because the wind is just, because it was right after I think like the snowstorm that happened that time of the year, so it was just so windy still. So all you could was, "What's your name?" And also because you're freezing the whole time, so you're having to take off your gloves repetitively and just try to show not that you're moving the board.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't grip it with the gloves on, so you had to take the gloves off so you could move it. The winter is not a good time to film.
Thank God we did, you know?
For a whole season. And then a later episode in another season, but that was less bad. And then, I guess... Yeah, I think at that point we kind of had the idea of, okay, Pablo Jr. isn't really the bad, it's just more of, oh, Pablo is his dad or whatever, or your brother, something like that. We kind of had an idea. Then season 2 came around. I don't know. I think we just were filming a video and we're like, we should start with us being lost. Oh, yeah, 'cause we were doing the Logan Carl Goes for a Walk. And,
I think it was unintentional. I think, let me double check something.
what?
But
So I remember it started with us being lost in season 2.
yeah, so what was unintentional was I had 2 shirts. I had 3 shirts. Me, Logan Carl.
Oh, yeah, right.
I don't think the intent with the Pablo one was supposed to be another character, but it was
Yeah.
like, I think that was like, oh well, that just makes sense.
Yeah, and then we
Pablo
kind of put that into the
'Cause
story as well.
the nickname I had in school, which I gave myself, which is not how you get nicknames.
Yeah.
This was
What?
Pablo.
You gave yourself that nickname?
If anything, I guess my dad gave it to me, but
Yeah.
that's because he's a racist bastard.
But, you know. What do we do? Yeah, and then we started season 2, got lost, which was, I don't know, a weird way. And then I remember, oh yeah, okay. So we got where we got lost, where you wound up in the pool because we didn't know how to wait for you to get us to get out in the end. So you're like,
So exciting.
you just you're like, I have an idea. If I jump into the water, what if I appear in the pool in my backyard? Where's the logic there?
There's none.
It's Logan Crawl's logic, and we love it and don't question it. And that works. But we didn't think about it then after because we wanted to go back to the woods for Pablo's junior spot. So we were like, he forgot his sweater. I think that was your reasoning. You're like,
Something like that.
I went back because I gave an old man my sweater or something.
Gotta teach an old man.
But then when we got there, you were like, I remember he told me he had 1 day to live. I'm like, what is... Like, half the time when we were filming, it was literally just me there and Logan just improvising storylines
Oh, I improvised a lot
on
of
the
shit.
spot. And I'm just there reacting like, what is... Okay. So all my confusion in the series is pretty much just, okay, sure. We're gonna do that, I guess.
Of course.
Yeah, because season 2 was kind of where we started building a story a little more, I guess. Definitely, we had something. What was it? I'm trying to remember, because we had the idea at some point where we're like, okay, what if, since he's your twin brother, what if Pablo Jr. confuses you two? And I think that's why we're like, oh, we can do the whole backstory of your parents dying or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember I'm trying to remember if like you came up with that or if it was just random thing that we thought of.
It sounds like a me thing.
Yeah.
Batman backstory.
Batman. Yeah. I was like, yeah, makes sense. I think it's interesting with how like those early stuff where it's like we can't explain a lot of it, but at the same time it just kind of happened. Like the name, like you said, the name of the series is The Ghost Adventures. That's already a thing, but
Have we ever talked about the actual name Logan Paul?
no.
About how it's just to poke fun of Logan Paul.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's
'cause
it.
we made the series. The series was around the same time as when the Suicide Forest happened. No,
It's not.
it was just a bit
It's
old.
years later.
Yeah, so
2 years later.
we're using that joke for no reason whatsoever. But yeah,
Tarnish the Logan name. I must get my revenge.
yeah.
Probably box him just to beat his little ass.
he's so much taller than you probably, but I'm not gonna check it for you.
Beat him.
Definitely. You hear that, Logan Paul?
Can we get that leg surgery to extend my legs?
Yeah.
Break my legs. So it's like break your legs and just like put steel between the bones.
You're Wolverine or something like.
No, that's a surgery, man. I'm just driving surgery, all right.
Okay. Season 2, yeah, we learn. Oh, Logan's adopted by Double-C's parents. Yada yada yada. And then, do you remember? There was this episode that I don't remember anything from season. Oh yeah, it was. You got kidnapped
I did.
by Pablo Jr. That was like I think one of our weirdest things to film because it was just you having to pretend you're talking to a fucking penguin. Oh yeah, because you appear with a new T-shirt the same timeline day. You just appear with a new T-shirt in the next video, and we're like, whatever.
You didn't care. No plot holes or anything.
No, what are those? I don't holes that are plots.
Yeah.
I don't get them.
Potholes, I think. Yeah.
Potholes, yeah. And that was my least favorite thing. Video was me having, yeah. Yeah, at that point, I think I realized, okay, I'm not gonna do any videos where I'm alone for doing the acting the majority of the time because I hated it so much. At that,
Still hate acting?
not as much as then, but also I think acting off camera is a lot worse than acting on camera. Not a lot worse, but it's a lot harder in some ways because you don't have the.
Your only reaction is your voice. You don't have
Yeah.
to react with
What he
it.
said. So it's like. So yeah, so I was like, nope, I ain't doing that. Nope. It's funny because we paralleled the old video where it was like you were alone without me, and I was like, I feel like one of us was longer, but the other one was at least trying the whole time, which was you. Well, you were trying, but you were also just there like, I don't know what I'm doing. This is my first time pretty much holding this camera.
Yeah, it was pretty much my first time like holding
Filming.
filming something.
Yeah.
Weird. Oh,
They're coming.
because they found out about me. Shame. Still wanted by the police after all this time, you know?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
For what?
I don't know. The call series was wanted by the police
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something.
You don't remember, it's okay.
I think because of what I did to Pablo or something.
Something like that, and also because you stole a couple hot dogs probably every now and then, you know. I remember that was a funny thing that we threw in there, like when you were looking for me, at one point you talked about how you got in trouble with the police because you stole a few hot dogs one time. And then, you just mentioned that you got in trouble with the cops, but we don't want to talk about that. And then later in season 3, you were like, when Rose was like, do you have any idea why you were like questioning you, and you're like, I could steal those hot dogs at one time, and I was like, that was it. We're gonna say that's what he was talking about back in the early videos. Also, randomly, you talk about how you were doing something about a hamster costume at one point. I don't know. Apparently,
That was interrogation. That wasn't even part of.
What?
That was interrogation. Wasn't
Yeah,
it?
that was part of the the Ghost Adventures.
Yeah, technically, that wasn't an episode.
No, it wasn't an episode. It was
Side episode.
it was like the epilogue, I guess they're called.
I don't read books.
You literally do.
I give up.
You're reading Boy in the Striped Pajamas currently.
I haven't touched that in weeks.
He doesn't touch boys in striped pajamas.
Not anymore. I got in trouble that one time.
Heard him here first, guys. This is the real Logan.
Yep.
The file.
Yep. It's actually his Catch a Predator, not an interview at all. Stopping that jokes.
What are you doing? What are your intentions here tonight? And then season 3, I guess. Yeah, we did that whole fight with you and Pablo. God, that was bad. Oh yeah, but we did find those fake tattoos that we could never find again though.
Yeah, he did.
I don't know. There was tattoos like for scars and like stuff.
Dollar store.
Yeah,
We could never
what we
find
could
them
what
again.
we could afford.
We didn't know Amazon existed back then.
Nope. We didn't order shit back then in those
No
days.
one told us.
That was before I think we had credit cards or debit cards, I think, to be fair.
I never debit card.
Yeah.
I don't know, I still don't have a credit card. I don't believe in credit cards.
I should not have had one either, but whatever. And then we did that. I think at the end of that we were like, we don't want the Ouija board to be destroyed. What was our I don't remember can you remember at all why we didn't want the Ouija board actually being destroyed?
I don't know, but
Because it's weird that we didn't just actually destroy it in the fire. Because I know we wanted to do a season 3.
I think I didn't want to destroy it. Was my thing. I wanted to keep it.
Yeah.
That was my thing. So I made it so that like we couldn't destroy it, so that we were forced to just keep it.
Yeah.
And destroy it.
Because I know at one point we were like, when we were doing the final battle for season 2, we had an idea for season 3 kind of started. At least a little.
Little.
We knew we wanted to do season 3, but we didn't have much of an idea. We had, I had at least the idea of, someone is trying to kill Logan or some is trying to use the Ouija board or something, and get go against Logan or whatever. And then I guess season 3 came along. That was a wild season. Wow, yeah, just looking back on how different the seasons are is weird, because it's like, season 1, none. It's the season, I guess, where we're actually ghost hunting.
Yeah, technically. It's the only season where we're ghost hunting.
Yeah.
When you think about it.
And then season 2 is more of a...
Well, we're technically season 2, we're ghost hunting, we're trying to find a ghost.
I guess, yeah. And then season 3 is...
No ghosts.
No ghosts.
No
it's
ghosts.
just
No ghosts.
It's a multiverse fucking multi-dimensional series then.
Should have just called series the Ouija board.
Not the Ouija. No, it doesn't have roll off the tongue.
No, of course not. We stole something.
Yeah, we did. No, we didn't. I didn't know the Ghost Adventures existed.
You didn't. I didn't. I just didn't care.
Okay. And then season 2 started. Season 3 started.
I feel like we should watch the Ghost as a side thing. You can edit that out.
What, the actual thing?
The actual Ghost Adventures.
Sure, man. Sure.
It's gonna be bad acting, I bet. These ghosts aren't real. They're not real. Oh wow, big shocker.
Paulie Jr. is real, Logan.
No. No.
Damn. If only we had him with us, that would have been great.
He was a shitty free app to do his voice. Where I was just
yeah, I did do that. Yeah.
I was the voice of
Oh.
Junior.
What an amazing time. Well, there was every now and then there was a line or two where I forgot to get it while we were hanging out. So I was like, whatever, I'll just pretend to try.
Okay.
I'll just try and do it. Like, I think there was one point where when we were talking to Paulie Jr. in the woods, and we were like doing it, and I was like, I think we got everything. I come home and I'm like, I don't have this line. Logan, can you send this to me? And you're like, why? And I'm like, I don't know. And I tried to upload it, I think, to the app, and I couldn't, or something. So I'm like, whatever. We also didn't at this time know, or not. We didn't know, but we weren't smart enough to film an entire take in one angle, and then go to. Instead, we took the shots we were doing. We knew we were gonna do at a certain angle. We did those, and then we did the other angles. We didn't do the entire scenes in angles.
No.
Because why? We weren't smart enough to do that at the time.
No.
Well,
It's also quicker, so.
yes, but then later the shots look weird. You can't fix it.
Well, we didn't care.
No, we didn't. What episode? Oh yeah, Interrogation. That was weird because it was our first time with another actor.
Yeah.
Because it was like without Paulie Jr. My bad. Yes. No, you're just looking off into space.
I'm high as a kite right now.
Whoa. That was the first time with another actor. I think that was our first video where we were like, okay, we have to set up. This is the season where it's like we have to do a story.
Mm-hmm.
So with Interrogation, we were kind of like, let's do a through line here. And we kind of did that, I think. I mean, season 3 turned out better than the others.
Yeah, technically.
Technically.
I don't know, man.
Storyline wise, and editing wasn't the best, but storyline wise, it was good.
It's something you meant.
I know you didn't. I'm not saying I never wanted you to anyway. Not that I didn't want you to, I guess I should say. And not that I ever asked you to. I remember we had, so just quick that question up a little bit, because I realized how long the question that is on its own. Season 3, I remember having the idea at one point. I don't know if I remember us talking about it. I wanted to, at one point, I mentioned the idea to you of when they're fighting. At the end, I remember I had the idea of, what if there's a swap scene of a scene where, do you remember I had the idea of, what if at some point, I don't know why, Logan gets kidnapped, taken by, we don't have a name for the evil Logan, so we just call them the villain, basically. That's all we ever called them. So I remember we had an idea. Mentioned an idea of like, oh, what if Logan gets kidnapped by the villain and Pablo, and this is kind of where, like the scene we did, but it's kind of like in a building where there's like he's in a cell. I remember I mentioned the idea. What if he switches outfits with Pablo, or some stupid shit like that? Because I remember I was like, what if we do that, and then it's like, oh, Logan gets killed by the villain, or something. Or I remember I wanted Pablo to die at one point.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, and then, but it's revealed, oh my god, that was Pablo, but looking like Logan. The stupidest thing. Yeah, I also remember I wanted the villain's head to get chopped off for a bit there.
Yeah, we had a mannequin.
Yeah, but I think the reason I didn't do that is because it wouldn't look good. It wasn't going to look good, and also the choreography alone was an annoying part about filming that finale.
It was a mixture of just wanted to get it fucking done.
Yeah, because it took us like what, almost a year to get those final 3 episodes done on their own.
Maybe longer.
A little longer than that, yeah.
There was a large gap between.
There was a year gap in between the final 2 episodes.
Yeah.
We had to make them the parts because of that. Because we were gonna just make them one big episode.
Oh well.
Nope.
Oh well. Snow happens. Can't really beat that.
That happened, and a lot of other shit happened. But yeah, yeah, it was a lot going on with those final episodes. But we worked it out. They were made. There was the episode where it was the backstory for the villain. That was a weird episode to do because we had to basically think of an entire lifetime worth of story for that character.
Yeah, it was the first time we did like a backstory for a character.
Yeah, I think
besides Pablo, technically.
Yeah.
There's no backstory to Logan Crawl. Well, I guess.
There's a backstory, but there's not really like we never see it.
Yeah.
This one, I remember. One thing I'm a little bit annoyed about is I wanted to have someone or something, a stand-in for the parents, but I ended up just using Charlie Brown noises for them. It's a little annoying on my part because it's like the timing of them talking is so off in that episode, but whatever.
But one of the things I do like we did do with that backstory is the fact that Logan Crawl is the person who killed the parents, and like the roles are basically switched, even though it could just be that they're the same person. They just swapped names at birth.
Shh. What? No. What? Nope. Oh yeah, and that also in that episode we set up the idea of it's Rose is the villain's wife from the other universe because we wanted. Another idea I had for the finale was when the villain died, I wanted their voice changer to like kind of break and have Logan's voice come through, but that didn't work after because I forgot to do that and when we were making the video. So whatever. That to quickly sum that up, that's I guess And then another thing I have here is like, what are some like ideas we never did or like videos we never did that we wanted to do? That's mainly I guess a question for me, and then we can talk about them. Is there any videos we wanted to make but that didn't happen? I'll just say some, talk about them, we can talk, and then you can talk about what you thought as well. The earliest back one I can think of is Logan Crawl visits the zoo and visits the library. Yeah,
those ones we didn't do.
Those were pre-pandemic.
They were pre-pandemic, and also it would be extremely, I feel like, awkward doing Logan Crawl character with a lot of people around.
Yeah.
Also in a library.
Also, the zoo one was a wild concept to begin with. Yeah. Because we were kids when we thought of these. Our plan for the zoo. Do you want to talk about the plan for? Do you remember much for the plan for like what the animals of the zoo were?
Was there going to be kids around?
Yeah.
That was the point.
The animals were the kids.
Yeah, there's no zoos here.
We didn't at that point think of we weren't allowed to film people without permission.
No, we didn't care.
So, thank God we didn't. And I remember the library when I wanted to do that, where it was just you. I think that was going to be the sequel to you going to the dollar store. because I wanted to do a thing where you just go places. That was Logan Crawl Worldwide for a little bit, but then I was like, Logan Crawl does things. Is another.
We were also gonna do Logan Crawl taste things, right?
Yeah.
Foods was another one.
But money was also getting them where we were like happy with the end.
Money, and it was also like, well,
Why?
who cares?
Yeah, that.
I was also very picky eater back then, so I didn't like.
Yeah, like
early.
early videos were also we were less of like. That kind of became a thing later on as well, where it was like, who cares really? And but I guess that's also why we got fed up with it because of the series, because it was just a lot of work. Because we didn't know how to do it effectively back then, either. We kind of did it the hardest way we could have possibly done. For a lot of it, we didn't make scripts.
No.
Well, until the final episodes, we didn't make scripts.
Yeah.
And only for the final episode, I think we made a script. At least I did. And then we kind of...
I made some scripts.
Yeah, but for the final few episodes, we made scripts.
Yeah.
That's it. And then before then, we didn't do that at all. We kind of just knew, okay, this is the gist of this episode. We'll go out with this. But I guess the weird transition of going to scripts was really also hard on us because of that. If it kind of felt like
we
got so used to it.
Never used scripts before in any filming wise, so it was kind of weird. And I also had to learn how to make dialogue seem natural.
Yeah.
Write dialogue natural and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is apparently a skill I just have.
Yeah.
Using that, I would say. I remember your scripts were very robotic sometimes.
Yeah, I had to learn that as well. Like, that's one thing I had to learn is something. It's like, in my head, I'm like, okay, does this seem like something that would be said? And I'm like, yes, but does it seem like, does it have a reasoning to be said?
Yeah.
It's oh, I'm saying it because the story needs it. Not the character would say this. Another one is, I guess. Well, it's a video upload, I guess, to the other channel, which is going to be in the description. So, because this is the end of this channel, but we'll still be doing stuff on other channels. But it was an alternate version of episode 2 of Ghost Adventures season 1. I don't know if you remember at all. It was one where I went on my Samsung when I found it. We were looking for a missing person. Remember, there was a time when we went outside at one point and we found a missing person poster.
Why did we do that?
Stupid.
Why did you post that?
'Cause why not? And well, it's on.
The person's not found. They could be dead.
Could be. It was that
Dead.
girl on that poster. I don't know if you remember at all. We found one.
I do remember.
Yeah.
There's a tree in the park across my house.
Yeah.
Because of her.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what the pink tree is.
Oh, nice.
Her.
That's wild to think about now. But yeah, that was the thing we did. It was barely. I think I cut out a lot of it as well. Oh, that was also the one where I don't know if that was the video that I uploaded, but I know that was a thing we filmed. I just got rid of, I think. But the one thing I uploaded was one of us just fucking. Oh, that was the one where you stole my sunglasses, right? I have so many fucking random videos. Well, not anymore, but I had so many random videos. There was I'm trying to think if there's, before I get to the main, obviously other ones that we had thought of. There were thoughts of. Was there any like other small ones that we thought of?
There was one during COVID where you wanted me to read a book.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, you were gonna read The Hunger Games.
Right, and I was like, that's stupid. So then we didn't do it.
Yeah, no.
Because we probably would have gotten taken down with the Hunger Games. I don't know. I don't know how books work and reading them. I don't know.
I don't know either. And then I guess our main kind of thing that we thought of, but we didn't do, well, the idea we had was after the Ghost Adventures was over. Yeah, like, that's why I don't consider that an ending for me. Because it was the end there, but I always had the idea of doing, like, spin-offs. Because I wanted to always branch out with the idea of Good Pablo or something like that. Use that.
Yeah, Pablo was supposed to come through into our universe.
Yeah.
Phone call. Did we ever film that? It was supposed to be like an end credit scene at the end.
Yeah, that was supposed to be, but we didn't do it after.
We
No.
didn't film it. Okay. I think we filmed it, but you never added it. I think.
No, I don't think we did because we needed to get a trench coat and we didn't have one.
Right. Yeah. So that never happened.
Yeah, and because I remember also then because we also had the idea. One I still really wish we did, but I'm okay with not doing it now. Is a mini series, based on the villain in the spirit world. After finding Rose, because it would have been called Rose, but as an acronym. I forgot what the acronym stood for. But in each part would have been the villain just living out his life, like life flashing before his eyes. And the ending would have been like him accepting his death, kind of, and reuniting with Rose, kind of. It would have set up, kind of, I guess, the series. I think it was called Shattered Time. Was the spin-off with Rose and Good Pablo. Because I remember I had the idea of Rose's brother or someone was killed by evil Pablo. To connect them, I don't remember why, but yeah. Then that happened. That didn't really go through. Because I was just like, whatever. Then we did Park Review, which was. It happened. I guess, yeah. I don't know if you want to talk about, but when I was, at least on my perspective of making it, I didn't think at all, this is gonna be our final video or this is our ending, or anything at all. So that's why I never thought of it as an ending. But I guess you can talk about your point of view, like, because I guess that to you that was your decision of like, okay, I'm gonna try and make this the ending for the channel or whatever.
I really consider the ending of the channel. I consider the end of the channel the last episode of the Call Vlogs. That was just a thing we did.
Yeah.
I don't remember why. I think it was because I lost a bet or something. And I said I'll just do a video with you or something.
Yeah.
And you wanted to film Park Review. I think that was it, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, because I know
I need to stop accepting bets so I lose.
Yeah, you do. You really do.
Because we're not filming this because I lost a bet.
Basically, yeah. Well, no, you didn't lose a bet. You just spent a lot of money.
That's enough. We won't talk about it.
Oh, there's other 2 videos I'll also put in the description. It's called him building a gingerbread house and then his concoction that he ate to eat. Those are 2 videos you guys can watch.
We don't want to talk about it.
They're beautiful. His house, beautiful architect right here. Okay. 3 more questions. Well, 2. Moving like forward from here, like from this channel dying now, and I guess it's closing a chapter of our lives, you know. As much as it's been closed, it's officially, you know, it's kind of like we're done with this. But we can both say that now. It's like, I guess moving forward from here, like, I guess like our goals and plans, like what do we want to like do from here? Like, I guess let's just go for the next 5 years. Like, what do we want to try and like what? It's just the question is moving forward, what are our plans and goals?
Graduate college.
Yeah.
Try and get into the film world. Probably fail because it's really hard to get into.
Yeah.
No, I just want to
succeed. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I don't really care. I just want to make stuff that I'm proud of, and then I can show people and be like, "Look, I made this, and it's cool."
Yeah,
That's
I think.
all I want to do.
Yeah, I
would say the Crawl Vlogs is not that.
No, it's annoying because I used to think it was until I realized I could do better. It's one of those things where it's like you always think the thing you're currently doing is your best, and then when you do something better, you look back at that old stuff and you realize that was not that good.
Yeah.
Like that was like I used to show everyone the Crawl Vlogs, Ghost Adventures, and be like, "Look at what I did. I made something. I look at it now after being parts of things and writing scripts I've made and stuff like that, and I'm like, yikes. I see now what you saw. So I was like, yeah, okay. It's not as good as I remember it being. Like, I never thought, oh, it's great, but I was like, I guess I didn't have anything to compare it to in my brain, so I was like, it's good for what I can do.
I like how we did go after going through all the past of the call list. We did ignore one episode, and we're not going to talk about it.
What one?
Season 3, episode 1. We don't talk about that episode.
What episode's that? What is that, the one?
Let's leave that one alone.
Yeah, we don't.
Don't. Nope. I see you. Don't do it.
I would like to make a film.
Ah!
What?
Shush.
I would like to make a film with Logan, obviously, at some point. We want to make feature films at some point.
That's fair.
Short films. We can. I don't know. I mean, as much as I would always. Oh yeah, I guess I've been talking to Logan about. I would always like to do something with the Ghost Avengers later on, but it's like, it's just so much work to make it into something as well. But like, it's so much easier just to do new things than, oh, I want to make it into like a 5 episodes or 6 episode miniseries or a movie. It's a very complicated story to tell within a short frame. Not a complicated story. It's a very tedious story to tell.
Well, my problem is it's the fact that you're gonna, in order to tell the story, make it coherent, because the problem, it's not that.
No.
You would have to cut out a lot. You have to change stuff, and the question becomes: is that still the crawl vlogs?
Yeah.
Is that story still the same? And at that point, why not just make a new story and make something new?
Yeah, it's as we say about it, it's the thing I always bring up when we talk about it is the ship of Theseus. As I always say, is it if you take away, if the pieces of wood that are rot are taken away and put with new pieces, but over time it's a fully new pieces of the boat.
If you replace every piece of the boat with new pieces, it's still the same boat. Is what it is.
And but then if you build the boat with all the old pieces, a boat with all the old pieces, is that the same boat as before?
It's great, man.
Yeah.
Love making boats with rotten wood.
Yep. Okay. With 2026 starting, what are our plans, I guess, and ideas to hopefully achieve in this year? Is my other question. Like, what do we strive for in 2026? I guess for me, graduation.
For you, graduation. For me, to direct one of the short films I make in college.
Yeah.
Fun. Or I think I'm more excited to act in it. I think I don't know.
Yeah.
I just don't see myself as a director type. I see myself as a writer and actor. Currently.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll change. I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, hey, who knows? I don't know. I guess besides that, I mean, I'm gonna try and make as much as I can, money and film wise.
Good job, man. I got one.
Yeah. You always cheat your way into the system, and it's not fair.
How?
This man here has only gotten jobs because he is a nepo baby.
How could you?
Yeah, I mean.
So many luxury jobs, you know?
Yeah, high-paying jobs.
Cashier and secretary, both minimum.
Secretary of State? Oh my god.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's. Like, I can't think of anything where I was like, oh, I plan on achieving that, or my goal is to achieve that this year, but. I don't know. Who knows what's gonna happen? Right, Logan? What's gonna happen? What do you have any more things, goals or anything?
Not really.
And our final question is, I don't have any, but I'll ask myself, hey, do you have any final words or like just thoughts you want to just say or spew out to the audience or to in general while we're talking? Still, anything you can think of talking about that you thought we missed or in general?
I regret not just killing off Logan Call. Then he'd be dead.
And we didn't have to worry about doing anything
Yeah.
ever, possibly.
Because now it's just always in the back of my mind. It's like, I could come back as Logan Crawl. And I feel like that's might not go away. You know? It'll always be in the back of my head. So I'll say, will I ever put on an eye patch and a hat and be Logan Crawl again? Never say never. Maybe in 10 years I'll come back and be like, I'm Logan Crawl. Let's go something. Like, it's...
Let's go something.
It's-
Here's a new Blippy.
Yeah. See, like, start season 4, you know, with that
Oh.
storyline.
God.
Like,
Even.
I will say never say never. I will just say, currently, I don't want to.
Yeah. It's one of those things where it's like season 4, what would you do? Like, what's you'd have it. It's a thing of going on a news story. For
Yeah.
that.
We have to create a whole new story with new characters, because every character's...
It would have to be like in The Walking Dead, I guess. To think that do you think we've watched, how much of The Walking Dead do you think we've watched since our last video?
I don't want to think of that, because I don't care enough.
Do you think we've watched the like entire show?
I don't care.
Probably. It's like in that how we basically have to do like a Walking Dead situation, right? Where it's like a whole new show, basically.
Yeah, I guess.
So otherwise it's like, what? But yeah, that it? You got your words out? Your thoughts? Your last words to these people that have, for who have or in general have ever watched or viewed Logan Crawl, or you even?
Fuck Logan Paul.
Yeah?
Fuck him.
Okay. Well, we can go, I guess, if you want.
Where are we going?
I don't know, man. Bye.